weird obsession with pushing the dumbest trends imaginable. Now I get it. The more of a dumbass you act online, the more views you get. That's just how the internet works. But there's just some trends that irk the shit out of me. And I thought, why not talk about the most brain dead trends we've seen on the internet over the past few years, starting with the devious lick.
Oh my
Anybody
goodness,
who participated in this trend, you can.
Oh my goodness, I remember Devious Lick. It was really bad. It was my sophomore year. In my sophomore year, I had the most chill principals ever, and they didn't care about anything at all. And I remember someone the grade above me, I was a sophomore, he was a junior. He posts on his story after, like, the Devious Lick trend is popping, it's at its prime. He posts on his story him walking out the school with the school sink, and he's like, yo, Devious Lick, fuck this school. And he had the school sink in his hand, and he took it home, and I think he still has it to this day as a fucking a treasure, a souvenir. But he got in trouble for it because the teacher saw it. But he didn't get in that much trouble because the principals were mad chill.
Deviously lick my nuts. How about that? Since you want to hit a devious lick, someone devious lick this, bro. For those who weren't familiar with the devious lick trend, was a 2021 illegal TikTok trend in which North American middle and high school students posted videos of themselves stealing, vandalizing, or showing off one or more items they stole in their school. Now, you might be asking, why am I so pressed about this? Well, back in 2021, I was the school poop demon, okay? I was always taking shits, not because I love to, because I literally had to. It was always an emergency.
Bro,
now
I would not shit in the school for 10 bands. I'm not kidding. I would never ever take a shit in school. That is crazy work. Crazy work. I never shat in my 4 years of high school in the school stall because of all the stories I heard, and I'm just self-conscious. It's just like, I'm taking a massive shit, I'm blowing up the fucking toilet, someone walks in, and then they're like, yo, this guy's taking a shit. Takes a video, gets that posted. Yeah, hell no. I'm good. Never took a shit in school.
Nowadays, I'm not really a school shitter, mostly because I don't go to school no more. I'm now a professional risk taker. But back when I did, the devious lick trend was heavily affecting my school pooping experience in a very negative way. Hand dryers missing, soap dispensers clogging up the toilet, sinks ripped off the wall, fucking shit smears on the wall. Y'all some fucking animals, bro. But that wasn't even the worst part. Since these licks were happening, the school was getting a lot more stricter about bathroom use. And as an active bathroom user, this shit was devastating.
After the devious lick, it was only one person allowed in the bathroom at a time. And we had to, like, scan in.
Literally. They were barely letting anyone use the bathroom since they thought the first person that went in there would rip that shit apart. And that was probably the worst news for me. Because like I said, I only used the school bathrooms because it was an absolute need. My stomach was always acting up. I could not hold it in. If I tried to, I probably would have ended up with shit in my pants. So of course, I asked the teacher, hey, can I go use the restroom? And you wanna know what she said? No! She basically told me to fuck off. It was over for me. I had to hold that shit in, and I was visibly shaking, twiddling my fingers, legs shaking, bussy burning. It was the worst.
I would walk out the school, I'm not gonna lie. If a teacher told me no and I have to take a shit. I have walked out of high school a few times because I was just like, fuck this. I walked out the front door. I did get detention for it, but it wasn't that deep. I went home.
Worst hour of my life. It was for an hour that I had to hold it in until the end of class. I was fighting for my damn life so I wouldn't go number 2 over myself, but spoiler alert, I didn't shit myself. I did it. I know the story would have been more dramatic if I said I did, but that simply wasn't the case. I will tell you this though, holding it in for that long when I very much needed to go, I don't wish that upon anybody. When I finally did get to take a dump, it was so heavenly. It felt like an angel was playing with my asshole. And anyone who's saying, you're such a bitch, I bet you're real fun at parties. It's just a silly little prank. I can't poop! Fuck! All of this happened to me because of a dumbass little trend. And that's why I personally hate it so much. And that's why I had to put it first on the list, because I want everybody to hear this.
It was just stupid in general. People were actually destroying the bathrooms and breaking shit. And then we got so many rules. It was illegal. It was illegal as fuck, and people thought it was funny. It was funny, but you're also stupid for it. Really stupid.
People who participated in this trend, you need that.
Have a very nice day. And remember to show that bright smile. Stay positive and don't be scared to brighten others' days.
The next one I want to go over is the ice cream lick trend. Now this one just itches my nuts the wrong way. Like, not only is it a health hazard because you could be spreading illnesses, not only is it also literally illegal, this is nasty as fuck. If you're doing this to my ice cream, you might as well shit on it too while you're at it. You might as well. You've already licked it, you dirty bitch.
Never seen this trend before. What the fuck? When was this a trend? Why would people do this?
And listen, here's what sucks the most about this trend. The victim of it is literally gonna be an innocent person shopping for some ice cream. An innocent
Ew,
person
bro.
is gonna take straight booty on their ice cream. And for what? For these dumbasses to get their 5 seconds of fame, get a few thousand comments calling them an idiot, and then they're instantly forgotten after that? I don't get it. What do you possibly gain from this? Are you getting money from this? Are you paying the rent by licking others' ice cream? Probably fucking not. But hey, you know what is paying the rent? Today's sponsor. This video is sponsored by War Thunder. War Thunder is the most detailed and realistic vehicle combat game. Have insane in-game. Hey, the Bush strat is insane. Time for new or returning players only on PC and console. Now, the next trend I wanted to talk about is one that's a little more recent than the others. It actually started this month. It's where students will stick lead into the USB ports of Chromebooks, causing that shit to short circuit, producing smoke, and it's a fire hazard too. Now, the majority of videos are making fun of it, but it's still an actual trend, so people are actually out there doing it, which is a little confusing.
This was recent? This trend was recent? I feel like I remember people doing this back in the day. I don't remember this being recent. May 16, 2025? What the fuck?
Doing it, which is a little confusing. So they're self-aware that they look dumb as hell doing this, yet lots of people are still doing it. Yo, am I getting too old for this shit? Probably not, because I ain't gonna lie, I'm not even that old. I'm just a 48-year-old.
Imagine a whole school burns down because you decided to stick lead into a fucking Chromebook. And it explodes, and then there's a big fire. And then it hits like a propane tank, and the whole school just blows up. Just because someone wanted to stick lead into a Chromebook.
Kid, so it's probably just a trend. Now let's move on to something way dumber. I saved the best one, or I mean in this case it'd be the worst trends for last. Started off with the Tide Pod challenge. Now we all remember this. This was like late 2017, early.
I remember this, but I don't know what it was. I remember the Tide Pod being something, but I don't remember what it was.
2018. This was before my balls swung low.
Were people eating the Tide Pods?
If you somehow don't know what it is, people eating Tide Pods. That's literally it.
Yeah.
That was when I was still making videos like these.
It was. That was so long ago.
Yo, but here's the thing. Even when I was a dumbass kid back then, I still knew better than to do this challenge, which makes me wonder, like, who the hell was participating in this shit? Okay, so I'm looking at videos right now. I searched it up. It seems to be mainly young adults to teens mainly doing it, which... Wow. What even is the point of this challenge? Like, how do you win the challenge? Not fucking die? I still can't believe that actual adults were doing this bullshit. I don't want to sound like one of those Redditors,
How did this
right?
become a trend? Eating Tide Pods, eating detergent. The internet is so stupid.
But it's, if you're an adult and you're doing this, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. I'm sorry. I'm keeping it a bug. Y'all knew damn well what you... But so this next challenge, it definitely is natural selection, okay? Whatever happens, that's on you. It's the pandemic challenge. Now, if you weren't liquid back in 2020, we all know exactly what was happening during those times. Now, these idiots, mainly influencers, and I hate using that word because they're not influencing shit. These people saw that there was a virus spreading. The whole world's in lockdown, casualties, it's affecting millions of lives, you know, quite a serious situation. They saw this and thought, how can I get attention from this? Hence, the challenge started.
I don't remember this challenge. I just remember COVID being really bad and I wouldn't go outside. You guys want to know what I did? I was in my freshman year of high school when COVID hit, and it was online. So what I would do is stay up till 5 a.m. playing video games, wake up at 8, join my Google Meet, knock out, and when I wake up, the class is over. I join my next class and be like, oh, sorry, I'm late. I'd probably goon, and then I'd knock out again. And then be like, I'm sorry I'm late for the next class. And I would just never be in my classes. And when I was awake, I'd be playing fucking Fortnite or playing Mario and not paying attention to class at all. That's what ruined my learning. What is it called? My learning flow. Like, I feel like I was doing well all throughout middle school, and then COVID hit, and I was just like, yeah, fuck this. I feel like it ruined everyone.
What was the challenge though? They started licking everything. As dumb as that sounds, they started licking everything that people touch. Doorknobs, car handles, fucking toilet seats, in hopes
Yo, how dumb is humanity? Why the fuck was this a trend? I don't even remember this.
that they would catch or not catch the virus. Seriously, what was the point of this? And also, licking bare toilet seats? Ah, you're a different breed. You're actually different. Dude,
Why?
I'm scared to place my bare ass cheeks on the toilet seat, and you're over here licking it?
Why?
Like, I wouldn't even lick a toilet seat for $1 million.
Okay,
Wait, actually,
that's cap. That's so cap.
hey, but they're not getting anywhere near $1 million bucks. And fun fact, one of the influencers actually tested positive for the virus. And even when I originally saw this a couple years ago, I did not feel bad in the slightest bit. I feel more bad for the fart particles in the air when I'm taking a shit. You know damn well what you were getting yourself into. Okay, so this next trend, I can't even show it on YouTube. It is the fire challenge. Now, yes, from the name,
What is that?
you've probably guessed what it is. The fire challenge is a challenge which involves applying flammable liquids to one's
Yo. The more we get into this video, the dumber I realize. The more we get into this video, the dumber I realize humans are. Why the fuck would you light yourself on fire for a trend?
body been setting the liquids aflame, basically just lighting yourself on fire. Now
What
this
the
is
fuck?
I genuinely don't know how to talk about this. I'm actually speechless. I just don't know what the fuck to say. Who in the world would do this? Why would you? Wow! There's levels to this shit, and this is just at a whole nother level where I just completely struggle.
I think I saw a guy on Twitter do this challenge. I didn't know it was a trend though. I thought he was just like stupid. But he lit himself on fire. I think he had gas all over his body. He had a lighter, lit himself on fire, and then he did a backflip off like a little ledge into the ocean. And I'm pretty sure his whole body was fucked because he decided to light himself on fire.
To comprehend this. Yeah, I'm not. You know what? Let's just move on to the next one. Yeah. Now this last trend that we're about to
There's
go
more.
over.
No way there's worse. There's no way there's worse.
It's definitely the most interesting one by far. Drink your own shit smoothie challenge. It's a viral internet trend that's been making the hoops recently. I'm playing. Hey, be honest, you thought that was real for a second, didn't you? Yeah.
I was about to say. I mean, I would believe it. From the last trend, I would fucking believe it. Like,
Yeah, I tricked you. Did I? No? Man, shut the But I'm not gonna lie, there have been so many stupid internet trends and challenges over the years that there could be a big, meaty iceberg on this topic. I mean, shit, this video didn't even touch the tip of that iceberg. So if y'all ever want a secret of this, let me know.
that was the internet's dumbest trends. I feel like the worst one obviously was the last one. I don't know how humans got to the point where they think lighting themselves on fire is funny, is cool, or is gonna get them. Well, obviously that's gonna get you views for a trend, but your whole skin, your whole body's destroyed. You're just stupid.